I had him over here. I had him over here because I was wearing it. Turn it off.
This way.
Man, I have a cap and I have no spray.
I don't know where they are. And you gotta have them Thursday.
Why?
Because we're going to the eye doctor.
Well, she doesn't have to have her glasses, but
Yeah, she does. We have to take them.
well, there's someplace up here.
Oh, there. It is this. Spray bottle. Nana, can you put these
So
in there?
you don't know where you put them. Well, you don't remember where.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm Calico Kate. I've got kids up here with me where Emerson's cleaning up her desk. Jackson's up here looking for her glasses that she left up here yesterday.
Yes, easy.
So, replayers, hello, hello. Those of you up in the balcony, hello, hello. And I'm so glad to have all of you
I'll be
with
just
me.
A second, Jack. I'll start reading you in just a second after I get this tape off my foot.
I hope you all are having a wonderful morning. You had a great weekend. And they're not on my desk, so I don't know where they are. But I have been going through buttons. I started this little project yesterday so that I could work on my sensory stars. And I got tired of doing it, so I thought I'd finish with you all. These are buttons I got from the Pink Purple Crafts. And buttons that have like these that all match. I am leave a little bag, especially like these tiny ones, so that I don't have to go searching for them. Emerson's trying to get her tape off. She likes to put masking tape on her foot and pretend.
And Jackson punched me as hard as he could.
He punched you?
And I only put like one layer on.
Oh no. But we're going to have to find her glasses. We don't know what she did with them.
Thursday.
Yeah, we'll find them. We know they're here. That's the one thing we know. So they're not too lost. You might have. You'll have to look there and see if you can find them. Yesterday, Emerson and I had a very busy morning.
Yes, we are so busy.
We made a pie. Emerson made a pie. And then
for the first time.
Yes, the first time. And we baked cookies.
And I had Oreo pie in my nose.
Yes. She likes to take warm cookies. Good morning, Marty. Marty says good morning, Emerson.
Good morning.
I think I'll leave those.
In the background, that's me trying to get tape off my foot.
Yes, she taped her foot. Marty, you're up early after being up late last night.
Why was she?
I didn't sleep last night, so needless to say, I'm not quite awake. I haven't even gotten dressed. Do you have doctor's appointments today, Marty?
Okay. Nana, can I use your glasses?
Good morning, Mitzi. Mitzi says good morning, Emerson.
Good morning.
This lady, whoever had these buttons, put in the thread that went with it. On some, she put in the price tag. And then she wrote on them. I mean, this lady is organized.
Mm-hmm.
You had a heck of time falling asleep? Well, that's no good. Now, I never did fall asleep until about 4:30 this morning. Just get teeth cleaned today. Oh, Emerson, do you remember what the dentist is called? We've been working on big words. You don't remember? Because Marty has to go see one today to get her teeth cleaned. No, not optometrist. That's the eye doctor.
What am I trying to look for?
Up, your biscuits and gravy are ready, Em.
These upstairs stuff. Get it on with
Papa's down there fixing biscuits and gravy if anybody want to join him.
Emerson, come on.
Hey, I got scissors with me.
Andy had to leave my scissors here.
But I'll bring them back up. I'm still gonna try to get it.
Oh, okay. She's taking the scissors downstairs to eat breakfast.
So I can get the tape off.
I understand, so she can get the tape off. Oh, this child. She thinks of it all. Thanks of it all. Mitzi, you got big plans for today? We are, I was going to go get groceries, but since I didn't sleep last night, I'm not sure that's the safest thing to do. This is a pretty button. It's got all different colors in it. I also yesterday sewed up my hanging towel things. That'll be too little. And so I thought I might find buttons as I was doing this. And I found a few. I put them in a little jar. And then we're going to do our sensory hearts. That'll be fun. Those of you in the balcony, good morning, good morning. Glad you are here. Oh. It's really weird on some of these buttons. They gave two, but they're different sizes. I don't know what's up with that. Not sure if I do a little crafting. I don't know what we're going to do. We're up here, so I don't know if I'll be able to go back down and come back up later or not. You're eating breakfast. I had a cookie we baked yesterday, oatmeal chocolate chip cookies. And so I ate a couple of those for breakfast. They have oatmeal in it, so they've got to be healthy, right? Okay, y'all, what are these tack things? I found several. I found a bag of these. They're like plastic tacks. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with those. So, Marty, is your she shed all finished, or have you gotten there yet? Of course, yeah, right. Hey, eat cookies whenever you can. Always. I'm really glad he's doing breakfast, big breakfast this morning so that Emerson gets bored. And then she wants me to quit as soon as she's bored. She's really good up here yesterday. I'll have her show you what she was making. She took water inks. They were Ranger. What were they? They were these Dylusions ink sprays, water-based. She took those and was experimenting. And she made a cool picture. That's why we can't find her glasses, because I made her take those off. So, of course, it's Nana's fault. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, a ramp will be really nice. That's sweet of him. Then will you have help moving it all out there? I mean, I know Ron will help you, but will you have grandkids helping? Remy can help. Get all the kids and grandkids and have a party. Then when they all get there, tell them this is a moving me into my she shed party. It'll be boxed. I know when we moved up here, Emerson and I were exhausted. But once you get it started, you want to finish it if you're like me. Whoops, that one went someplace else. Popped right out of here. Oh, good, good. Yeah, that's the thing. Get Rim and her friends. That'd be great help. Those 12-year-olds can do a lot. I know even Jackson. I can get a lot out of him. That's when I started working on these sensory stars. And he was here and he moved the table for me and helped me set up. And I couldn't have done it without him. Okay, now, where did I put, where'd that, there's that button. Oh, I don't blame you. I wouldn't either. See, this one I thought would be a good sensory one, but I could sew it through that yarn. I'm going to hold it out. These have bumps on it, so I'll hold them out. And we'll just stop right there and see what else we can get done. And then we'll worry about the buttons. So these are my sensory hearts. Put a lid on my buttons so they don't dump. These are my, and I got this idea thinking about kids starting school. And I thought, you know, some of them really get nervous. And we need to do something to, you know, maybe that they could touch and those kind of things. Are you done already? Oh, did you bring my scissors when you came? Oh. And so I thought I'd make some of these.
Do you need them?
No, you're fine. And so like this one says love, life full. And it's just held together. Hi, Janet. Welcome, welcome. Thanks, Janet. And this one I covered with just a covered button to give it color. And I haven't done a whole lot because I was doing these downstairs. And so I was just using what I had down there. And these could have a lot more slow stitching on them if we wanted. This one I kind of made go in different directions. But I thought kids could use these. And then I got to thinking maybe even a nursing home. Or if you have a, you know, somebody in your family with Alzheimer's, and you could decide whether or not there would be a, a knitted snowman in his pocket. How sweet, Janet. This one I just put a little bird. And I thought then I could stamp on this fabric. It's that kind of cross stitch type fabric. It's got the bumps on it, and then I've got some that are just softer. So I have those I thought I could use, and I could stamp, and then I could either attach And, or I could sew it on the back and cover up some of my stitches. I thought I might use some of the fabric glue if I needed to double do my stitches. So that's what I call sensory stars. And some of them I put a loop on. Some of them I didn't. Now, I asked Jackson if kids his age would like them, and he said no. They would rather have a fidget thing or a squishy ball thing. But Emerson did. But now Emerson is covered with buttons. Oh, that's okay, Janet. You could do a heart. I just did stars because I thought I could put on there, you're an all-star. Yes, you're a star. Something that might relieve the nervousness. This one's probably my favorite. I really like the lace on this one. And these are not meant to last forever. They're slow stitched, so the buttons, could come off, I guess. I've got to work on them. I've got this leather cording. Hi, Teresa. Good morning. Yes, Janet, it's like you're a star. And I've got some other kinds of fabrics. So I thought I left my star pattern downstairs and got up here and remembered it, and I didn't feel like going clear down to get it. So I think I've got more of them up here. Maybe not. If not, we'll just trace these. And you can make these as big as you want. I have all kinds of star patterns, so I know they're not hard to find. Or some of you are a good artist and could make your own. Just whatever you want to do. But I got out some leather and I got out some Minky. And I thought, see how easy that is? We're going to come down and then make more of a...
I'm about to run back home.
You're going to go back home? What for?
I need to brush my teeth and I'll be back out here.
Okay, go brush your teeth. Thank you. So there's a star.
But I'll be up here for a little bit because Jackson's still eating his...
Would you turn the air on, please?
Did you forget to turn the air on?
Yeah, I did. And it's getting hot up here. A wonky star. Good morning, Gail. How are you? So I thought I might...
There's on.
Okay.
Someone just tripped and fell. I tripped and
And then I thought, see, I could make some with the leather so they're not so girly.
make them very girly.
Well, a man might not want it girly.
Well, they'll survive.
They'll survive, you think?
Nana, see all this white on this?
No, Teresa, I've not. And Vanessa said she sent me a Happy Mail, and I've not gotten it either. So,
see all this white?
yeah.
And I'll show you again in just a few seconds.
And so I don't know. Our mail can be kind of funny.
Yeah.
But I've been on the lookout for it. Emerson's checked the mailbox for me a couple times, and
Maybe it'll come later this afternoon.
I hope it does. We got Happy Mail to open, Emerson. My address,
Yeah.
Teresa, is 26500
Yeah, look at my face.
County Road 464,
No.
Arbela. What was sweet? Oh, Mitzi, that was sweet.
What was sweet?
Marty made her a cup of coffee for her birthday.
And then, are they like neighbors or something?
No,
How?
she made it online.
No, there's no white on
Oh, okay.
it.
Time to read the comments.
That was very sweet of Marty. Marty's got such a sweetheart.
Jack. So my big
I have readers here.
So my
Yeah.
older brother's back here. Look, freaking tickle him.
Great. Somebody
He still
seven
needs to
people.
get dressed.
Did you guys see my flowers downstairs?
Yeah.
Yes, we have.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. Today is Greg and I's 37th anniversary.
Dad was correct. He couldn't remember if it was 38 or 37.
And he got me a big bouquet of flowers.
It's pretty big. Isn't
I
it?
can't wait until you get to 100,000 subscribers.
Think that'll be a lot. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Gail.
For we can have a party.
Oh,
No,
we're gonna have a party
no,
when
so
it's
she
that
can get-
long.
No, so whenever she can get her silver plaque.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
our silver plate.
Marty, did you read? Hi, Margaret. How are you?
Hi. It's a blanket. Can it be my blanket?
You know what? There's
No.
a USB in my drink.
Oh, okay.
USB thing in the bottom of
They're
my
all
cup.
saying good morning to you, Jackson.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Do you guys need to go down, brush teeth and stuff now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Remember to be very quiet. Mommy's working.
I know.
Wait,
And I
you
have to
started
use this-
early. You
I-
started 2 minutes early.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That gave me a time to say hello to my replayers and stuff like that.
Jack, come on.
Hold on.
Jackson, we have
They
to
had-
go.
Go to bark.
She's got to take her dog out.
She's gotta go.
She'll be right back. That's what BRB means.
Jack, do you think I know how to open one of these?
Oh, yeah, probably.
So you guys nice and full?
Mhm.
Yes.
There's a lot down there.
Papa make too much?
He made 2 helpings.
Jack,
Did you eat 2 helpings?
I had 2 biscuits. He only had 1 biscuit.
Well, that's
I'm a
okay.
hog.
I don't know how to open this.
Okay, you guys go brush your teeth
I want to open it.
downstairs. Brush your teeth. Go home. Brush your teeth.
We'll be back.
I know. I'm looking forward to it.
You didn't know how to open one of these.
All right, a little bit quiet now.
I was just pranking you.
You know, one of them is wonderful, but I get 2,
Jack, did you think
and they
that's
tend to want to argue. Imagine that. Now, this would be real soft on this side and real soft on this side. This is flannel. No, yesterday the kids were wanting biscuits and gravy, and we didn't have biscuits. So Andy was in town. He had a meeting and took Jackson. One of the school teachers is teaching kids to play golf for free. And so Jackson went in and golfed, and on their way back, they picked up some biscuits. It is easy, Gail. I do fine with one. And I do fine with both of them because they know I'm not going to put up with the fighting or arguing or whatever. But when they're both trying to talk to me, it does get a little overwhelming. Yes, they want the attention. And the thing is, I don't complain. I treasure every minute of it because I sure don't get it in Florida. And I know there's some people here on my channel that probably doesn't enjoy it. But I enjoy having them. Okay, so I'm going to cut out this one and then I'm going to sew it together. And I like a piece of wool in between them. Some I have several pieces of wool. Trying to figure out which way this goes. There we go. Thank you, Janet. I'm glad you don't mind. Now, how did I have this on here? Y'all, I'm losing. There we go. And I don't worry that, it's perfect as far as being able to feel it. If you remember, I had this one, where I just let it go wonky. And I'll probably slow stitch some more around it. Janet, I love it when your boys get on with you. I think it's fun. Okay, so now I'm going, why don't we just use this pretty blue that came with one of those buttons and get my needle. I use Chanel needles. I had never heard of them till I happened to be at Hobby Lobby and somebody had said there were special needles and I saw them. Gail, I bet you do. Jackson's at 10 is hard. Yeah, Chanel, see how they're short, but this eye is long, so I can get any kind of my thread through there, and they're real sharp, Janet. How old is he, Gail? There's two of those. That's fine. Two flannel pieces in there, but that's good. Makes it a little thicker. I was going to get Jackson money for his birthday, and Greg had already come up with an idea. So he's going to be 12. Yeah, that is a hard age. Because they're out of toy. They're not much into toys. That's why I'm into money. But Greg thought of shotgun shells so he could practice shooting. They've got targets out there. And he's going to do target shooting next year for 4-H. So I was happy with that. And Emerson, the other grandma, and I went together and got her a suitcase for dance. And that helps if they know what they want. And they're big enough they don't have to be surprised. As far as their birthday from us. Oh, Remy's a 9/11 baby. Oh my. That brought some love to that day, didn't it, Marty? Well, Sadie probably does want money. Though once they start driving, I did gift cards for Andy. It was so fun. One day I pulled in the gas station and he was filling up his truck. And so when I paid for mine, I went in and paid for his. Didn't tell him. That was fun to do. And that's usually what he told people he wanted. Oh, that's even better, Gail. Vanessa. How are you? I traced the stars. Just a minute ago, I make wonky stars. And Vanessa, I was just telling Teresa, neither of your Happy Meals have arrived yet. So, may have to check. That crafting stuff does make it easy. That's Emerson. My problem is if she goes with me to get groceries and stuff, I pick up crafts for her. But I've got to watch it because even though it says 6 and up, I got her one of those little looms to make pot holders. And she's not big enough to do that. And I got her something else. I don't remember what it was. And she wasn't quite big enough to do that. So I got to kind of watch those ages on the bottom side. Aren't good, but she'll grow into them. I'm not worried about it. But she was disappointed, of course, thinking she's going to come home and have a brand new craft. And her daddy's moved. He built her a craft table downstairs and had it in the playroom. Well, she didn't go down there. And so they moved it upstairs by his desk in the loft. And she's excited that she now has a desk up there. It is difficult, Marty, and I didn't think about it being so difficult. And I ended up she picked out the colors as I did it. And then I couldn't remember how to take it off, so it's pretty wonky. But she's using it in her bedroom as a coaster for her drink at night. Hi, Kathy D. Hello. How are you? Have any of your kids started school, by the way? My school in Florida where I taught, kids do meet and greet today, and their first day of school is probably tomorrow. I'm not sure. But our kids here don't start until the 24th. He doesn't know. Probably doesn't care either, Gail, huh? If he's like Jackson, he'd just as soon not. Jackson thinks the last day of school should come after the first day. So you go to school 2 days. Oh, yes, Kathy. I hear that. Emerson and I do that a lot when we're cleaning. Go back next week. Gosh, the summer flew, didn't it? Anymore, though, I think all time has flown. Doesn't matter what the season. Okay, so I have this sewn together. And now's when we can do anything we want to with it. We can do beads. I brought my beads. We can do buttons. We can do some lace, just whatever we have that we can. I'm looking for there it is. Whatever we want to. Oh, I believe she's right too. Jackson doesn't, Marty. He'll do a little bit, but as soon as he hears the men, that's where he's at. Now he likes to use a glue gun and he'll paint. He likes jelly printing. And I wonder if cheesecloth I probably better not. And, he likes to do some of those things. But he's he wants to be outside going. Emerson, I mean, she wakes up and it's, can I go up to Nana's? Thank you, Janet. Oh, your grandkids go to a charter school. Yes, Janet, he likes to be busy on the farm. And anything Papa and Daddy are doing, he wants to be there. Yes, yes. Now, Emerson goes in spurts with Papa because he likes to tease her. And she doesn't like to be teased. Now, she likes to tease, but she doesn't take it back. Yes, he's very outdoor. I had him at the doctor's office and I asked him, I said, Jackson, do you think you would like to work at a hospital or be a doctor or something like that? And he goes, Nana, why would anybody want to work inside in a building of sick people without windows? And I thought, well, that's a good point, bud. Very good point for him. So it might be a girl thing, Marty, you think? I mean, I had no desire to be around sick people. I'm not a very good nurse. Oh, he loves outdoors. And he doesn't care the temperature. He doesn't care if it's raining. He doesn't care. Just let him outside. So now this one I'm going to sew this little piece of scraps that I found with the button. And I think I'm going to put a bead on them coming back. Make X's. But yeah, he loves the outdoors. I bet you were, Marty, and I bet Janet was a wonderful nurse. Do I have any other nurses? I was thinking about making a journal for nurses and donating it to the gift shop. But I didn't know if that was something a nurse would want. That's right, Gail, you were. I think of you often whenever one of the kids have a horrible cough and you told me Emerson needed to get it checked and she had RSV, Gail. I was so appreciative of that. Kathy, you keep a cleaning. Don't stop now. I've had good nurses. I've had some bad ones, but I've had some, I shouldn't say bad ones, cranky ones. I didn't like my cranky nurses. Of course, I had nothing to do with that. Like not wanting to do what I was told. Now, this one I'm making here, oops, that won't go through. Probably not for an Alzheimer's patient. You'd be afraid might, no, it's not just for little ones. And she had it with, not sinus infection. What else did she have? She had RSV. Oh, and the flu. Yes. I don't need that in my life. I probably should with my heart. Good morning, Sewing Memories. I'm glad you're here. Welcome. We're just making sensory hearts. Oh, she was very sick. She missed about 3 weeks of school. Fortunately, she's sharp enough that it didn't hurt her any, but if it had been Jackson, it had been a whole different ball game. Though he's got it made this year. One of the 5th grade teachers is one of Andy's best friends, and his homeroom teacher, there's just 2 sections, is was the best man at Andy's wedding wife. So he says he's not going to get by with anything. His dad'll know it. Not that Jackson has to worry about it. Thank you, Janet, for putting sewing memories in. I do appreciate that. You guys want a wonderful mod? I've got some. It's a very overcast day today. I don't know if oh, really? I didn't think about the autistic ones. Oh, we like to show channels. Do you like being called Sewing Memories, or would you prefer to call you by a different name? We can always call you anything you want. Hi, Mona. Oh, that's a good idea, Mona. No, I didn't think of that. No, I am, I just sew them together. I slow stitch, I just do a little running stitch around and sew them together. Now, some of these I did this way, where I sewed them together, and I'm using different textures. Good, tighten that one. And what made me think of it was kids starting school and how nervous they are. That first day back is scary for kids. And so I thought, if I could, get things that were bumpy. At the gift shop, we have one little basket that's just take what you need. And it's like right now it's got little hats in it for newborns. I could even put some of these in here. I just liked making them. And I came up with this idea all by my lonesome, believe it or not. But that'll add a lot of texture right there. And I need something, I don't know. I'm thinking like Velcro, or might use lace. That's a little prettier than Velcro would be. But I could take them and drop them off and then see. I use them I make them out of scraps. So yeah, Mona, I get that. Andy calls Emerson Tinker Tim because she's always wanting to get in there. And I just saw this little piece of lace. Let's get this and put, let's put a little button on it. I think I want that pink one. This button would be fun to make, wouldn't it? I don't know how. I think it's just a button. It feels like there's a button in it and then crocheted on it. Shoot, you may have teachers that need one. You know, on those days when they've got that child that is really a trial. How's that for a nice way to put it? They could, Marty. They definitely could. You guys are giving me some great ideas. And I should have probably used white, but I don't use burgundy very often, so I thought I'd choose it. I know they still get stickers at Emerson School. I gave lots of stickers. I remember giving the smelly stickers. And kids always liked those. I really want to get this button so it won't fall off. And downstairs, I have a lot of like that airplane and this bird and the birdhouse. That's got beads. And so I could, you know, put those on these too. But I think somebody's come back. Now you got clean teeth?
Oh, you got stung.
You got stung. Where? Okay, and Papa gave this to you? Okay.
Oh.
What'd you do? Sit on a bee?
No, that's it.
One of your favorite little hanging things on the belt, honey. They put wasp nest in there every time you hang them up.
Oh, well, we're going to have to get rid of it. Papa's taking care of my girl. She just got stung by a wasp. Yes. I have a bale and they made a nest inside of it. So anyway, what else do I want to add? I'm glad Papa's in here, or Nan had been taking care of a girl. But anyway, that's one of my sensory stars. Oh, thank you, Janet. She's got an ice pack, and Greg he's been getting a lot of tick bites and other kind of bites when he's cleaning fence rows and stuff. And the doctor gave him some antibiotic cream, prescription strength. So Papa's going to put that on it. And she's got her little iPad. And she's going to lay down and she'll be all better soon. Okay, let's make another one. So she and Nana will just snuggle, I would bet, today. Because I know that hurts. And she does not make a good patient. Jackson does, but she doesn't. Thank you. Okay, this definitely needs more inside it. So for those of you who didn't see me make the last ones, these are wool. And I just use whatever colors. I'm glad you do, Marty. And then I just trace one of my already made stars once I got a pattern. And they're wonky. I love that word, Janet. Don't overdo, Marty. Marty's not been feeling good. And so there we go. So I'm going to do this on one side. I thought that leather would be different. And I think we're going to make this more manly. Paint Girly sent me these leather covered stars. So I think I just love them. Use one of them. And let's do, here's some upholstery fabric. And I'm just using what's here on my desk. I'm not getting fancy or anything. See, I should say this is more boyish, not maybe manly. Let me get some brown thread. Now, we'll see if I can even get through this leather or pleather or whatever you want to call it. And now I just use as thick as I can because it's sturdier. And you can get these as covered as you want, or whatever, if you're making for an individual person, whatever you think they would like. There are no rules to this. Oh, that you just go right through that. That's not hard at all. And I'm going to show you what happens when I sew it the other way. We'll just go around and visit. I won't be up here long today after I get done. I was going to go get groceries, but that's for another day. Oh, thank you so much, Marty. Thanks for Mona. Thanks for stopping in. And you be careful going to the store. There's some crazy people out there on the roads. Find some good deals. I really need to get groceries. We thought out a chicken last night for supper tonight, and I've got to look in the pantry to see what's going to go with it, because I know it's not going to be mashed potatoes and gravy, because I don't have potatoes. So it's easier to go without my helper, though. My bill is much cheaper when she doesn't go, because she finds all the snacks. But right now with pie and cookies, they've got plenty of snacks. The last night they were complaining they were complaining I didn't have the kind of chips they liked. I can't win. I'm glad I'm not losing too much light. It is really dark up here today. Andy told me I needed daytime lights or something like that. Light bulbs. I don't know. I'll have to ask him again what they're called. I really like this leathery side. That may be where I put my button, just because it's a different kind of texture. And if you had somebody that liked cold, you could put it in the refrigerator. Daylight bulbs. Okay, that's what it is. All right. Now, Gail, since you've gone to so much slow stitching, are you in your craft room as much? Or is that where you do your slow stitching? I don't do my slow stitching up here. I found that it goes real well at the hospital while I'm working. And as you can see, I'm not being picky about this or nothing. Oh, that's what I do, Gail. That's what I do. Yesterday I got to sew a bunch, and I got my buttonholes in my hanging towel, so I need to take them down and sew buttons on. And that's something I can do with Em. She's not much of a movie person, nor am I. So I'll get to listen to her videos. She likes the Adleys and the Titus videos for kids. And I listen in on hers because I never know what I'm going to hear. And I want to make sure it's something Nana will let her hear, which she doesn't do too bad. And, but I do get kind of tired of them. So I'll put on mine and listen away. Janet, you probably got one coming on, don't you? For today. Gail, do you have to get groceries today? Marty, get back to work. Kathy D, get back to work. You're cleaning. Remember, this isn't exciting. You can miss this part. LOL. I don't know what the Margaret and Vanessa and some of them are still here or not. Oh, good. Janet, I usually watch those late at night when there's no noise and nothing to bother me, and I can just sit and relax and watch. That's when I like watching your videos. So it's already made then, isn't it, Janet? Yes, they are. Very relaxing. Now, if going for a walk with her did me as much good as it does her, I'd have it made. All right, back to... This is a bigger one. It It is nice to relax. Saturday and Sunday, I was done relaxing. I hurt so bad I couldn't use my hands or feet or nothing. That got to be 2 long days. I try and get up and move around some, but the arthritis was bad. We were having storms, and that's what it was. Yesterday I was fine, and then for some reason overdid it, so I couldn't sleep because I ached. So you'd think I'd learn after 30 some years. My husband's one of those that didn't know what he was getting into when he said in sickness or in health. He sure has got the sickness part. Oh, wow, Gail, but won't that be nice when that's done? Because if you're like me, as soon as I get too far from a bathroom's when I have to go. I bet Elvin didn't appreciate it either. Now, is the park close that you can walk to the park, or do you drive? Janet, I wondered that about you too. Do you drive to that place where the dog park where you and Freddie always go, or do you drive there and then walk? I'm not good if I have to drive there. If it's just walking in my neighborhood, I'm better. You walk there. Okay, it's nice and close then. Well, maybe not. A mile or so away is not bad either. 10-minute walk, yeah. Oh, that's nice. Okay, 2 minutes isn't bad. Good deal. I'd be fine walking there. It'd be my getting home that might do me in. Thing about out here in the country, I can walk anywhere. I just don't. But I do better real walking than on a treadmill. That treadmill doesn't make me go home. So once, I can get off it anytime. Let's go try and attach some of this leather. Gonna couch this leather. It'll give a different kind of texture, and they also then can hang it. Well, you live in a good little location then, don't you, Janet? My sister-in-law and niece are planning a trip next summer to England to redo all. My niece wants to see London and all the royalty things. And I told them I'd go with them, but I think it's at the same time we may be in Alaska. So there goes that idea. My niece would make it fun. She's nice and young. She's just in her early 40s. Well, now I can't get through that wool there. Okay. It would be wonderful, Janet. When he's done, he's done. He's not going to wait for Mama to get done, is he? Okay, so now I have this couched on. So that gives it another texture. Yeah, it is. My daughter-in-law has one of them. Well, Emerson, I should say, has one. They had Benson, and then Emerson wanted her own dog because Jackson had one. And Charlie Brown likes his kennel. You let him outside and he comes back in and heads straight to his kennel. Lucy, the other dog, she doesn't. She'll be out playing in the living room, whatever. And sometimes he gets out, don't get me wrong, but he really likes his kennel. And I think that's kind of funny. Yes, Gail. But even now, if they leave, they put them in the kennel because neither one is real good about being house trained. Charlie doesn't do too bad, but Lucy Lou, all she knew was a kennel and she was a concrete dog. And she just will not be house trained. And once Benny, their Shih Tzu that passed away, he was old and couldn't hold it. She just watched him, and I guess she thought that was a free for all. But I gotta put, what button do I want? I want one of those more leathery buttons. That's awfully big. Yeah, I don't like that shank. Let's try one of these. And so Lucy is better since Benson passed away, but she's still not the best house trained. So they have to put them in their kennel when they're gone for the day. Now, with the kids in and out, when they're home, they let them out. So, all summer. And then Andy works from home, and 2 days a week, Nikki works from home. So, they get out, but oh, good for Obi. But and then when they're gone for the weekend or something, they go outside to the big dog house. They've got a great big dog house that has nice warm shelter and a pen to play in. And oh my, Marty's drying off her hands. Good, Marty. You got to rest a minute. So they are well-loved dogs. And then their lab stays here when we're here. He becomes our dog. Stays up here all day. All night. Greg was tilling up the garden. Bo was out there just laying there watching him. And back and forth. As soon as we leave, it's like he knows, and he heads back home. All right. See, there's a manly one, and this has texture. This is like upholstery fabric, so it has texture. You got the leather trim, couching. Yeah, we think it's funny. Greg, not so much. All right, so there, I've got 2 more done. Got these 2 done now. So that makes, how many I got done? There's 2, 4, 6, 8 of them. I guess that, and then Emerson's will make 9. Here's some, oh, there's 10. There's that one with the airplane. I was looking to see if I already had one cut out, or I do another one. But if I don't have it cut out, there's one cut out. So we could do this. These sure are wonky, aren't they? Wonky, wonky. I get a gold star. Thank you. Well, those are so wonky. They don't almost. Hi, Janet Burgess. How are you today? I've missed you. I haven't seen you around since you've been sick. I hope you're feeling better. This is also something to do with any of those upholstery scraps you might have. I've got some I need to get out and use for this. You've been awfully sick, I believe. I'm making wonky sensory stars. You could use for an autistic child. You could use for a dementia patient. You could use for any child that gets nervous to have something to rub and feel better. I think I'm going to turn that over, and then I'm going to do this with it. 2 kinds of chenille. And this, like that other one, I thought was so fun. And then let's use some white. And take that one off. I don't like having all these different colors of thread out because they tend to get knotted on me. Let's put this little piece of lace on there, doily on there. And now let's see. What about that little pretty button? I kind of like these that are have the points all scattered out. They're not as sewn on as well, but I'll put more slow stitching in and around them so that they'll stick together. I could do that one with this. Because otherwise that button falls off, the whole thing's going to fall apart. And I could put more than one button on it too if I wanted. Okay, good luck at the dentist. Such a fun place to get to be today, I know. Have a beautiful day, Sweet Pea. Okay, that's on pretty good. Then I'm just going to do a running stitch. And I don't worry about what the back looks like so much because the thread gives it texture as well, in my humble opinion. So it can be wonky too. And not worry about it. Or just not go through as often through that bottom layer. And I could have made the layer fabric that didn't show this, but I'm okay. But if there's somebody that really likes, you know, the soft fabrics, I would love to find, and I probably have some around here, some of that chenille, not chenille, that fabric that comes, baby blankets, when you buy them, have that trim, that satiny, and that babies like. That might bring back memories for somebody. And then I want to go through my stamps and I've got some sayings stamped on. Let's look to see what I've got. These words, are they just pictures? They need to be fairly small. I don't want them too big. Wouldn't the satin be pretty? I mean, it wouldn't be hard to get any. Now, what I put on here is going to have to be able to be sewn. So it needs to be fabric because I don't know if this would work. Yeah, see, I could put that then on the back when I'm done. But I'm going to have to make some more. And I've got some funny ones too. And I think I'd like to put some of those on here as well. But see, I could just I don't know if I can stamp with my archival ink onto this leather. I can try it. I have so much of this leather samples that would be a way for me to use them up. But I think if I did it and then let it dry, I'd be good to go. We'll just have to see. Again, hello to any of you that have come in the bleachers, in the balcony. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. If you just came in, these are my sensory stars. And one thing about having the words on this side, it kind of makes it two-sided. Having a pleather allowance, vinyl allowance, a lanch, whatever you want to call it. I do have to watch my hands with this. All right. So now I have this sewn down and I have words on the back. I'm going to just make a little French knot here. Make another little texture-y thing. Oops, don't want to do that. We'll just knot it. I wasn't thinking. And there we go. I think these are fun ones. But anyway, that makes 11 of those now, I guess. Not that it matters how many I get done. But it's just something you can kind of do. They can be for somebody. You can make them for yourself. You can make them and give them away. Leave them places, whatever you want to do. I do think I'm going to put them in the at the hospital. Thank you, Janet and Janet. I'll have to cover it with the Elisa, our PR girl. And we have sensory stars. I want to thank y'all for coming. I appreciate all of you for your support. If you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate that. Leave a comment if you have a favorite one. How could I miss that one? Or what you might do if you make these. But thank you so much, and I hope you have a lovely day. And always remember, you have a purpose. Bye for now.